Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this fantastic game played by Mr. R. Pragg and Anish, fourth round of the Superbet Chess Classic Tournament happening in Romania. I'm aware that I'm a little late to this. So we have d4. Pragg's opponent is Mr. Anish, absolute chess legend and comedian. We have d5, we have c4, G-Lord Queen's Gambit accepted, knight of 3, knight of 6, e3, e6, bishop takes c5, and kind of mainline theory in the Queen's Gambit accepted, bishop e2, knight d7, we have knight d2, we have bishop e7, we have d takes c, bishop takes c5, we have queen c2, castles, rook d1, queen e7, building the battery, b3, setting up a fiancetta. We have knight e4, just trying to trade off the knights here and get the queen to the center. We have rook b8, setting up for bishop b7. We have bishop e2, we have bishop e7, we have queen f4, we have rook bd8, we have rook ac1, we have knight f6, bishop d3, setting up some pressure on the h7 pawn here. We have rook d5. A little bit of silly behavior from Anish according to the engine. Quite a significant mistake. So the engine here says that it's a mistake because of b4, which Pragg finds. We have point being, I don't know what the point is here. If bishop takes b4, bishop takes f6 is the point, and this queen is overloaded. And if you take with g, you get hit. Yeah, you just overload the queen, and then you win this bishop, is essentially the point. So it can't be taken. So we have bishop d6, with bishop takes f6, a little bit of danger levels, queen takes f6, which is apparently a miss. Here apparently g takes f6, and black is actually okay. It's kind of scary, but apparently just f5 and everything's okay. Though I'm personally very scared for black, but apparently everything's alright for black. So anyway, after that we have queen takes f6, so we have a queen trade, g takes f6, and we have e4, kicking the rook off of the d file entirely. Anish sacrifices the exchange with bishop takes b4. We have rook c4, we have a5, defending the bishop. We have rook d7, just getting a rook on the 7th rank, you know, principled play. We have bishop c8, we have rook a7, preventing this pawn from advancing at any point. We have e5, we have h3, it's building some luft for the king and also preventing bishop g4. We have bishop e6, attacking this rook, also attacking the pawn through the rook. So we have rook c2, defending the pawn, rook d8, g4, getting some space, probably going for g5 in the future, bringing the knight in, type beat. We have king g2, just getting the king off the back rank so that rook d1 does not come with the check. We have king g7, so Anish saw what Pragg did and copied him. He got peer pressured. We have knight h5, going knight h4, going for knight f5 check. We have h5, knight f5 check, bishop takes f5, g takes f5, rook d4, going after this pawn here, rook e2, the engine suggests f3 in this position, but Pragg, avid watcher of Benjamin Feingold, did not agree with that idea, so rook e2 was played. We have rook d3, we have h4, we have rook d1, rook c2, we have rook back to d4, once again going after the pawn, and finally Pragg is able to get rid of of his inhibitions that he has as a result of being a Benjamin Feingold fan, and plays f3 here. Just phenomenal self-control. He conquered himself, and you love to see that. We have rook a8 check, we have king e7, rook a7 check, king f8, and we have king g3. Just getting the king to a very nice active square. Maybe f4 will be pushed in the future. We have a4. We have rook g2, probably with the intention of moving the king to h3 and taking control of the g file or something. We have a3. We have king h2, taking control of the g file. We have rook d8. We have king h3. We have bishop b4. Rook b7 is played by Mr. Pragg and Anish, just attacking the b6 pawn. We have bishop back to c5 by Anish. We have rook c7, pressuring the bishop, and the bishop moves to e3. We then have rook c2, doubling up on the c file. With bishop c5, we have rook c4, rook a8, rook b7, king e8, king g2, king f8, king f1. We have rook a5, king e2, bringing the king, so Pragg is bringing the king over to this side of the board, the queen side. We have rook d8 check, king c2, we have king g7, we have rook c3, bishop f2, we have rook c7 going after the f7 pawn. We have rook f8 defending this f7 pawn, king d3, bishop takes h4, king e2, bishop g3, king f1, h4, king g2, bishop f4, king h3, bishop e3. A bunch of moves, just maneuvering. Pragg's just maneuvering around. Pragg finally got up a pawn, so now his positional advantage has become a material one, a concrete one. King f1, bishop d4, king e2. He's just running his king back and forth across the board, making some nice moves. Bringing the king in. He's bringing in the king. He's winning the game. And here Anish resigns the game. So Pragg, did a little bit of a Magnus Carlsening. He took Anish Giri to an endgame where he was winning the whole time, and he managed to successfully and effectively convert this endgame without giving up the advantage at any point. Admittedly, at certain points in the game, he gave up a bit of the advantage, like here with rook c3. But he had 5 minutes on the clock, so you can't blame him for making slight inaccuracies. But the fact that after winning, he never once allowed Anish to get into a drawn position again is very, very impressive and very, very good. And he converted this endgame very nicely. And Anish resigns because he is a coward. He does not want to deal with the situation he's in here, where this rook is just going to pick up all these pawns, and Pragg is just going to be up in exchange a rook for a bishop in this position, which with pawns on the board is, of course, a victory for the side of the rook in most cases. But yeah, that's this game. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like. If you have an opinion, do leave a comment. If you didn't like it, do leave a dislike. If you love me and just everything I've ever done, do leave a subscription. And if you want to send me money, I appreciate the sentiment, but you can't. Yeah. So have a good one. Bye.